Hey Cap, welcome into your reading, guys. Okay, so we're going to go into the first week of July and see what your situation is. Regardless of what's going on, I can see the Chariot already peeking out at me, telling me that all the crazy going on in your world, you're still trying to remain focused. You are doing you and you're moving it along. All right, first week of July for Capricorn Spirit, what do you see here? And the Chariot is also Cancer energy. The star is Aquarius that just popped out. Because you're trying to stay optimistic and hopeful over something. Now. And you're also healing. So despite all this situation that's going on with you right now, Capricorn, you guys are trying to heal. And you're trying to remain optimistic and hopeful in regards to this whole scenario. Yes, this could be with somebody you were having an affair with or somebody who ghosted you. Just simply, that's it. All right, let's continue and see what's going on. But I do feel like this was dealing with a third-party situation, Caps. Somebody is coming to talk to you heart to heart about an ending that didn't happen yet. I mean, it happens, but you haven't let it go. Or they haven't let it go. You guys are going to basically talk about this ending. All right, what's coming in towards my Capricorn? It's not funny because it looks sad. Yes, you're definitely having this conversation. I'm pretty sure it's pretty soon, too. So the Knight of Cups talks about having wish fulfillment and desire with somebody here, but it just also feels like, Cap, that you're going to go talk to this person. You need to know what's going on. And you need to be face-to-face as you invite them to go talk about matters of the heart. And you're staying optimistic and hopeful, like I said earlier, but you're also taking some sort of risk. All right? And you're like, I might get destroyed in this whole situation, but I got to do what I got to do. Others of you guys are taking some sort of risk over here, and this requires you to leave somebody else behind, and you feel bad about it, but like I said, you got to do what you got to do, Cap. I feel like I'm switching gears here with a different Capricorn group from last week. I keep seeing Aquarius popping up here. What is the surprise of the week? Well, now in Aries, the Emperor. In a cross position. So there's some kind of struggle here going on with this individual, right? You do have a passionate new beginning, but you're struggling to have this person come in. Now, I don't know what the deal is with this person. Are they playing games with you? Or is it like some head games? It's crazy. 1 minute they're taking the lead, they're bossing up. The next minute they're backing up. I don't know, but I see you mentally disengaging and moving forward in life. We'll see more when we clarify, but you're definitely going back and forth with this person. The reason why I think this is falling in a cross position, Capricorn, this big Aries energy or this person of authority. Again, authority could be your boss, a father, a mentor, somebody literally who's like a CEO, a judge, a police officer, something like that you're having a passionate beginning with, and it's coming in the challenge position, is because, like I said, this person 1 minute is taking the lead and the next they're not, but it's about coming forward and really taking the lead. Like saying, hey, you and I, we belong together. We need to drop all this bullshit and start building a life. But it seems like it's not happening. It just seems like it's like pulling teeth. So you're kind of just saying, maybe I should just let this go and move on. If that's not the case, then it's you who's struggling to go forward with this new beginning here. It's like you're almost not accepting it. What is the advice here for Cap, please? All right, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You don't have to be. They could just have a lot of air in their chart, but this person is in their head. But here's the thing. This person is also available for you. They're interested. But you, on the other hand, might have some sort of unrequited love. Now, for some of you, the Four of Cups talks about you not being emotionally available for this person because you're dealing with someone else. Moreover, that is the challenge for you to see that perhaps this new love that's trying to come your way, you're not looking at it as abundant. You're keeping it small. The energy is small between you and this individual. Like you're keeping it at text level. And Spirit's like, you really need to see that whatever's being thrown at you right now from up above, this is your blessings in disguise. This is your path. This is your direction. Again, we'll see more when we clarify, but I can see that your mindset is definitely geared to one person over another. And a lot of you that are not dealing with two people, think of work. You might be dealing with two colleagues, two bosses, or, you know, two department heads. It's something along those lines. And you're definitely like, this isn't for me. Take another look. What is the outcome of the week? What is it? All these people in the cross position, Cap. You're weighing your pros and cons. You're to this is King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know. You're in the middle of possibly this person dumping them, and you're weighing your pros and cons. You're like, should I keep them? Should I not? Should I move forward? What should I do? Because I feel like this person or one of the people that you're dealing with is stagnating. It's reaching a peak, a plateau, a certain level, and now you have nothing but challenges, blocks, and obstacles between you and this person. Meanwhile, you're resisting something. You are already dealing with somebody where you are starting to like not be able to control your feelings because there's somebody else here who wants an upgrade with you, Capricorn. And so I don't know if you're resisting them or they're resisting you. But I don't think you can fight this much longer. Because there seems to be some confusion as to who to invest in, Cap. Or whether you should invest in one particular individual or not at all. This is a general reading. This is not a private. So I want everybody to be aware of this. Four of Swords and the Star card. Let's see what's going on there. Healing, well-being, optimistic. Clarify this for Capricorn. Some of you are healing from a lover, right? And maybe, oh God, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I have to say this. Like, look at this. Look at this, guys. Two people. Two kings, both inverted. They're both like on the out. They're both on the way like out the door. If the door isn't already closed. Here's an Aries card. Yet again, the Emperor's here again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also, I see fire. I see Gemini here. You have two major arcanas. One's an Aries, one's a Gemini. One's a fire, one's an air. It don't matter. But lovers is a choice. You're staying optimistic and hopeful. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater and you're like, let me just not do anything. You definitely have feelings here for somebody and not the other. The irony is the one that you want might be also rejecting you. Let me see what's going on because you definitely want to meet with one of them and talk to them face to face. Knight of Cups. I think when you do, wow, the two cards you always want to see together, Capricorn. Two of Cups and Ten of Cups. Those of you who are good with division. This is like half of a whole. The whole is the Ten of Cups. 5 cups are yours, 5 cups are theirs. 1 cup, 1 cup. 2. This is about soulmates getting together because you both feel the same way about each other. The problem is the lack of communication. So I think you go forward and you have a chit chat, especially if there's only breadcrumbs happening between the two of you. It looks like one of these people that you're dealing with feels the same way as you do, but has been hiding their feelings, hiding their emotions. And then it might require for you to just jump down the deep end and just talk. What is this Ace of Wands and the Emperor in cross, please? Why is that here, please, for Capricorn? 1 second. Just gonna adjust my skirt. It's kind of hot today where I'm located. All right, so some of you where you might have had a recent separation or a divorce or something went sideways with a commitment with someone or a marriage, because it looks like you feel left out in the cold, right? And I think you're struggling to let this person come in. Now, again, this could be flipped. It could be the other person. But this is marriage and feeling left out in the cold from a commitment or a marriage. That's why this Emperor is in the cross position, right? Trying to struggle here, having a new hot start. I think you're just dealing with one and trying not to deal with another. Let's see what's going on here. But what's the deal with this Emperor, Spirit? The Emperor has walked away because you guys have not spoken. You have not discussed what you each mean to each other. So the other person has walked away, or you have in this scenario, because one of you feels like it's a burden, plus fear of the unknown and lack of expression. Let's see. And that's why this person is struggling to come in towards you. Now, let me see why this King of Swords is here and the Four of Cups and cross. Seven of Swords. I'm seeing every king, so it doesn't matter what sign, because the whole kitchen sink is here for you, Cap. But this is about strategizing something. Also, if this is somebody you're dealing with, try your best not to... it says not to be sneaky. It says to be above board. It says to be ethical and grounded and do something that's right for all parties involved. Seven of Swords. If this is work-related, it's saying, yes, strategize. Keep a sharp mind. Use your sword to communicate and cut the bullshit out. Yeah, there's something here that's not making you happy, so you might need to strategize. Now, if this is love-related, it's saying there's somebody here that's available to you. It might seem like it's unrequited love, or, you know, this person has you in the shadows, or you're ghosting each other. I don't know what, but you need to be ethical, above board, and correct when it comes to this, because there's going to be some karmic backlash from what I'm looking at. Because here's person number 2 and there's person number 1. Yeah. I can see that eventually when you do have this conversation here, Capricorn, that it's going to help clear your decision-making process. What is the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups and cross, please? As you weigh your pros and cons to this person, all right, trust me when I say this person, this watery person, will make you happy. All right, the idea that they're an option is what's making you happy. But I do see at the bottom of the deck an ending in a betrayal. Like, I don't know if you're doing it or if it's being done to you, but you do seem like you have a little bit of a messy situation on your hands. It's like you're trying to get out of one thing and get into another, but you want to be sure. You want to be certain, right? And I think you've been avoiding and resisting any kind of new love that's coming in your way. Interesting. Can you tell me a little bit more about the outcome, Spirit, here with this King of Cups? This person is just taking it day by day, but they feel stuck and trapped and they can't come to you. These are the challenges and blocks between the both of you. What a conundrum. It's like you're stuck in the middle somehow, Cap. Spirit, what's going on here for Capricorn? Those of you where it's only one person, please take what resonates, leave the other. Those of you where you're dealing with two people in two situations, this is going to be right up your alley. Retreat. You're totally taking a step back, right? It's time to disconnect from the world. Separation also at the bottom of the deck. These things go hand in hand. In the extended, I'm going to obviously go into the person you're thinking about, but I'm also going to go into retreat and see what's happening, because I feel like you might be taking a step back yourself from all these people to get a more clear decision or judgment call, I want to say. Yeah, I think you need to discuss with your higher self. I don't know, but I see separation here too, like actual marriage and commitment. Some of you are retreating from a particular relationship, even if it's a lover, just to see what's what, because I do see endings here with two people or two scenarios. And we'll get into that in the extended. All right, let's head on over there. Everybody else, I will see you next week.